We begin with education funding.
Our K-12 education system is certainly not perfect, but we are seeing signs of progress, and we're going to see more.
In our series premiere, Governor Doug Ducey indicated education funding would be a priority of his going into 2018, an issue underscored in his State of the State address.
80% of our new budget priorities, you'll see Friday, will be for public education.
The dollars couldn't come sooner. That's a sense we got from public school administrators who discussed ongoing difficulties with hiring.
Teacher pay is the biggest obstacle to getting the most appropriate person into the classroom. Even those that we're getting into the profession, we're not keeping them very long.
By spring, a movement emerged, Red for Ed. There are calls for pay raises, emboldened by teacher strikes in West Virginia and elsewhere.
If Governor Ducey really wants to be the governor that's pro-public education, and this legislature wants to avoid situations that we've been seeing throughout the country, then they have to move forward with legislation and funding, and they need to do so now.
We don't go into teaching for the money. Absolutely we don't. However, we should still be able to live. We should still be able to have a livable wage.
As their message spread, elected officials began to weigh in.
If you're worrying about, gee, I have to have a second job to make ends meet because my profession doesn't pay me enough, well, that takes energy away from what they can do in the classroom each and every day also.
Legislators did pass a 20-year extension of Prop 301, a sales tax that provides a $500 million funding stream for public schools each year. The move received praise along with criticism for only maintaining the status quo.
This bill does avert a crisis. It eliminates the cliff.
Teachers wanted more, a 20% raise. They continued to demonstrate before and after school. As the likelihood of a walkout loomed, the governor's office unveiled its 20 by 2020 plan, promising to boost pay 20% by the year 2020. It translated to more than $580 million over the next 3 years.
Those are going to be protected dollars. We're not going to be looking to cut those in future years.
The plan did not prevent teacher unions and the grassroots group Arizona Educators United from voting to walk out until lawmakers met their demands.
Can you even believe this is happening right now in Arizona? Can you honestly even believe that this is taking place?
Right now, the governor's plan only proposes increases for teachers. We know that there's a number of other educators in the system that deserve salary increases.
This is a fight because we love our students, and I know that even on my personal Facebook page, the parents that are on my page are fully supportive of this.
The walkout kept tens of thousands of students out of class. As it progressed, our coverage included showcasing how the community stepped up to help.
We have about 575 kids right now who are registered for the day camp.
Historic demonstrations at the Capitol.
I have been so inspired by your movement, by the Red for Ed, because it's not falling upon deaf ears.
School districts that never closed their doors.
They're happy that their teachers are here. Some of them were concerned with the initial, oh, you're going to leave us.
And educators who kept teaching even when they weren't certain they would be paid.
I am not being paid for any of this time. I've received $0 for everything that I've done in the last 4 days.
A week after walking out, teachers agreed to come back, accepting a budget that reinforced the governor's 20 by 2020 plan. It offered them a 9% raise next school year, with a promise of 5% raises over the following 2 years. Governor Ducey sought to reassure educators they could count on those dollars.
I've already committed that I'm going to veto any budget that's anything less than this, and I would think anyone that would be in this office, because those dollars are there and they're committed to the teachers, would be moving these to the teachers. These are fair questions. They're questions that teachers have asked me.
Nobody was truly happy with this plan. The teachers wanted more. The governor offered less and really had to be dragged to the table to provide what he did. And both sides can walk away from this and say, we didn't get everything we wanted, but it was a win. And, you know, nobody's lying in that sense.
Into the new school year, we checked back in with administrators about persisting challenges with funding, like enrollment drops.
So you have the enrollment piece. You also have our continued and well-publicized and documented challenges with facilities and with capital funding.
And we asked educators about the lasting impact of Red for Ed.
I hope that there's been
an awareness level that has increased among parents and among the general community. I hope that people are realizing that there's a real need to fund our schools, and that hopefully they will keep that in mind in November when they're voting for candidates who are willing to do that.
In November, voters signaled they wanted change, electing a teacher to the state's highest education post. Political newcomer Kathy Hoffman goes into the new year understanding enacting change will take time.
We have schools that are on the brink of shutting down because of lack of funding, frankly. And so for me, it will be a challenge to be patient, to work through the process, work through the bureaucracy.
Superintendent-elect Kathy Hoffman will be inaugurated on January 7th. The next legislative session begins January 14th.